So yesterday I was talking about how I got some of my old stuff back, including my jeans, and I put them on and it just felt like, there she is. Hi, I'm Crystal Tottenham from Crystal Clear Coaching, and here I help you tune into you through sharing ways that I tune into me, what comes up for me, things, tools and tricks and questions I've learned to ask myself over the years through training and being certified as a holistic life coach. So I hope you're willing to be curious here and ask those good questions to yourself so that you can learn more about yourself and what lights you up and what's in your way. But with that beautiful curiosity that makes it not such a heavy pill to swallow. So yes, I got my jeans back, and look, I'm going to have to jump on my bed to show you. That's very exciting. My Levi's, they're back. We love them. Yeah, anyway, and they've got a flare too. We love a flare. Anyway, and today I went to work. I work at a retail store, a clothing store, and this top is from there, and it's the kind of vibe that I've been embracing in this time away from my jeans. And jeans, something that I wore most days before I moved from New Zealand to Australia. And I did wear for a bit when I first got here, but then it just became too hot and I was moving around too much, and I got to the point where I just asked a good friend if they could hold on to a bunch of stuff for me, because trying to lug everything around was getting a bit chaotic, a lot chaotic, and they kindly said yes. And here I was thinking I might leave it for a month or two, and it's been 8 months. So I was very excited to get my jeans back, and it's funny how I just feel like, now I'm finally settled. I already got the flat a few months ago, and I've had the job since like October, but got to the point where I've gotten a good space with how it's all going, and I just feel more settled. And then just to put my jeans on, remind myself of who I am, but also integrate it with the new version of who I am that gets to wear all these beautiful feminine floaty fun clothes with funky jewelry. Just feels good to integrate those two parts of me. And there's part of me that, sometimes you feel like you need to leave certain parts of you behind. And sometimes you do, in order to step into and embody a new version of yourself. But there's also parts of you that you just put down for a while. But it feels so good to pick back up, but also in this new version of you. And I feel like getting to wear all the flirty, fun, feminine, magical, whimsical dresses and tops and such has been such a gift. And I love the idea of integrating them also into the more practical wardrobe that, sometimes you just need to chuck on a pair of jeans or leggings and just get stuff done. So all parts are welcome. And as with us, with coaching, I'm very passionate about looking at the whole picture as much as we can. We're never going to quite get the whole thing, but only you can know your wholeness. And it's up to you to tune into that and connect into our connectedness with those around us, the things around us, the energy around us, and if you want to go esoteric, the universe and such. That's up to us to check in, to tune in. But just being able to integrate all this is just a really fun, joyful moment for me. So yeah, I just want to ask you What parts of yourself did you put down and you just haven't pulled them out in a while, and you didn't mean to put them down for so long, but and maybe it is like a piece of clothing for you as well, or maybe it's, you know, a hairstyle or an environment that you haven't been in a while. Like maybe it's, you know, you stop going to a certain cafe for a while just because you were broke, and then you got out of the habit of it, and then you actually kind of miss it, and you, oh, actually I do have enough money to go have brunch there. Or there's certain friends you haven't reached out to for a while, and you just know when you catch up it's going to be like no time has passed, but you just know it's well overdue. And then seeing that friend, seeing that loved one, just fills you with that joy. And there's value and joy in holding the wholeness of ourselves, and you know, and inviting it in to be integrated, if that makes sense. So like the part of me that worked in film industry for many years and trained as a holistic coach 3 times round, may I say, lived in New Zealand, did all sorts of temping jobs. Like that's the part of me that feels at home in these jeans, and she got us here in the first place. Like I wouldn't be here without her. So she's completely valid in this spectrum. But there's also times like her limited mindset of what's possible, especially financially, if I'm being completely honest, holds us back a lot. And so actually being able to have a bit of a newness helps me step into a version of myself that can hold more, if that makes sense. And I'm excited to do so. I already know that I am. Like just the very fact that I am now settled properly in Australia with a flat, with a good job, you know, more people around me that I have gotten to know, and just, I mean, it's very basic, but just having my stuff back. Just like I've even managed to pick up a load from New Zealand because I've, you know, visited, and I've seen my family, and I feel like whole in that, and I still can talk to them whenever I want to. It's not such the heart grasping moments I had when I was feeling homesick like into last year, and couldn't afford to go home. Now I've been home, I know like all is well, and it's just there if I need it. But there's not the urgency to go back there at the moment, and that helps me feel more grounded where I am too, which I think helps us in our missions, whatever our missions are in this world. The more we can feel good where we're at and integrate those all parts of ourselves so we feel whole, and we're going to feel more empowered and embodied to step forward into whatever is next that we want to create, whatever we're creating. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too esoteric of a speech. I will leave it there for tonight, but I hope you find ways to embrace your wholeness. I'll talk more about wholeness, I think, in the next video, because it's just such a great topic, and I feel like there's always more to cover. I mean, because there's all parts that affect the whole, and there's a lot of different ways you can deal with the whole. We'll get into that later though. Much love. See you tomorrow.